Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to Casa Granada. I will have already done a walkthrough of this project. If you have not yet seen it, you might want to go ahead and watch that so you know what we're doing. And this is a design project for Scrap and Create. I will have a link down below for all of the supplies. Again, this is Casa Granada from Stamperia. This is the 8x8. I also have 12x12. Actually, let me grab what I have. So let's see, I have flowers. I have a haul video you can go back and watch, and that'll have everything in it. I have the die cuts. I have this beautiful rice paper. And I have the 12x12 backgrounds, the 12x12 patterns, and I'm pretty sure I have an 8x8 background as well. So that is that. Okay, now as far as cardstock, I think a dark green would be beautiful. You know, that's one of my favorites to use. However, I do not have any dark green right now. So I am using this cream color. And let me... So this is an 8x8 book. So for our base pages, put that outside, you are going to need 4 base pages. And to make those, you will need for each base page, and I'll have a cutting guide link down below, but you'll need 2 pieces 8 by 8.5 for each base page. So you will need a total of 8 by 8.5. You're going to put the 8.5 edge across the top of your scoreboard and score at 1/2 inch, and then put tape and trim your corners. Sorry, I've lost my train of thought there for a second. Or you can use glue, but I'm using glue. So I'm going to show you how to just put those together. I do this. I have a whole video on it, but it's just easy. So let me just show you how to do it. Make sure you get that folded over and burnished well. You want to fold towards the bump. When you score, you'll have a divot on one side and a bump on the other. You want to fold towards the bump. Okay, so then here is the folded tab on each side, and you're going to face them to the middle. Okay, and I like to just line up one corner, and I do not see well, so excuse me, I need to pull it over where I can see it. Okay, and then you want to line it up along the whole edge. That, pull out your tape. Okay, and then it should pretty much fall where it belongs. There you go. And you end up with a tube. Okay, so you need 4 of these. So I have got my others all made. And let's see, those are for page 2. Okay. So you want your openings on the right and left and closed top and bottom. And I have 2 pieces here for page 1. And there will be, like I said, a cutting guide, but let me give you measurements. This is 4.5 by 7.5. This is 8 by 5. Okay. The 8 by 5 score at 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch, 1/2 inch along one long side. Okay, it's a pocket, and then the other piece you want to just score across one short end. And okay, let me get that out of the way. Let's put our tape. Oh, not that one. I think I have another 3/8 inch. If I don't, I'm going to need to order some. going to put tape in each of the places where you scored. Okay. And I'm going to trim the corners. This, as you will have seen from the walkthrough, is a very different style than I normally do. So I'm kind of playing it by ear. And one thing, because I'm not planning on matting the actual base of the pages, or most of the pages, who knows, I may change my mind, but at this point I'm not going to be able to hide a magnet for these flaps, so they're just going to have to count on the weight of the decoration to hold them, or I'll have to do some sort of physical thing, and I don't know what that would be, to close them. The other thing I'm not going to be able to hide is this flap down here. Although I think I may do a little bit of decoration to hide it. I don't know. But I'm not going to trim the corners, because if it is visible, I think it'll look better if it's just straight, I think. I don't know. I'm a little nervous. Okay. So what we're going to do is put this pocket on this piece here. Okay. Just like that. So it's opening to the right, I think. Where am I at? Yes, opening to the right. And let me grab my tool. I'm going to line up this particular, that way you can see it, this particular corner. I think right now my camera and my table and everything is a little out of whack. At the way back when our company sent us to work from home, at first we all thought it was going to be temporary, but then it became permanent. But in any event, starting this year, the company's been sending out technicians from various places to give us all internet from the company, separate from our home internet. And they came and did mine last week. And as it happens, my internet connection is right behind this desk. So everything had to be pulled out. I don't think I got it put back quite right. But I think you can see. I just think I have to push it a little further away from me than I was, so I'm going to have to probably fiddle with that some. Okay. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to burnish that. It's bubble up a little bit. Okay, now, so here is our base. So this is going here, and I don't want it centered. I just don't think centered would look that great. Hang on. I'm kind of eyeballing it, but I want to give you an idea where I'm at. Yeah, okay, I'm going to put it 1 inch over from the left-hand edge, give or take. Can you see that? No. Okay, hang on. I'm just lining it up with a line on my mat, and I'm going to put it right there. It's not as flat as I might like. Hang on. Is that where I want? Yes, that's where I want it. Sorry, I was just having a moment. And it doesn't really matter. You can put it wherever you want. But I'm just giving you a measurement so that if you do want it exactly where mine is, where it is. Okay. Here we go. Right. Probably could have decorated that off the page, but I think I'm going to leave it. Okay, so that's page 1. We'll have an inside back cover here. Here's page 1. Folds over it. Now we have page 2. And for page 2, okay, let's see. Okay, first thing we're going to do is, it's kind of like a giant tuck spot pocket thing. So what I have here, oops. Right. This is a 6x6 square. And we are going to score, not like that, 2 sides. Okay, there and there. So I will have told you in the walkthrough that I was inspired by a book that I saw on Instagram by Morgan Elena, Morgun, Elena. And hopefully I showed it to you in the walkthrough. But she didn't, I don't know if she didn't have many, I can't really remember. It was an Instagram and it was kind of quick, so I didn't get a lot of detail from it. But I think that she only had about 3 maybe different page layouts and just repeated them. And I don't know if I'm going to do that or if I'm just going to wing it and come up with some other ideas. I was thinking I might mirror image, like get to the book and then mirror image. I don't know. Haven't decided. Get to the center. We shall see. Okay, so I just trimmed my corners. And then we are going to fold over. And this is going, now hang on, that's the bottom. Okay, so this is going to go here, like that. I don't know if you can hear that. That was my tummy grumbling. I don't know why. I'm not hungry. Okay. Go. All right. There's that. And then we have a flap. Actually, we have 2 flaps. Let me get those. All right. So the larger flap is 5 by 7. And the smaller flap is 3.5 by 6. We're going to score both of these along one short end. And what did I do with my ruler? And I'm going to trim my corners. on the small one. Okay. So then we are going to, we're going to turn this one over so our tape is on the top right now. And turn it over so the tape is down. And then we are going to fold that. And we are going to attach this centered on this side. So I'm just going to rotate it so I can get an idea where that is. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Fold that over. And then this one probably will use a magnet because we are going to mat a lot of this flap, even though we're not going to mat the actual page. Okay, because otherwise, well, actually it's holding pretty well. Okay, so then this big flap I am going to center on this page. So again, I'm just going to line up this, and it's going to go right about there. Just like that. Okay. So here we're gonna, this will open, it'll open again, like that, and then close, and we have this great big pocket tuck thing. All right, page 1 and 2. And where do I want to go from here? I'm trying to decide if we want to do pages 3 and 4 and then decorate. I don't know. What do we want to do? Let's decorate. Okay, I'll be back in a minute. I'm going to pick out things and we will do at least the base decoration. Maybe not all the embellishments, but we'll do some stuff. Okay, I'll be back in a second. All right, so if you watch the walkthrough, you know I changed my mind about leaving the bases completely plain. But what I did is I picked out mats that are fairly plain, so you can just put photos on them, but I just could not bring myself to not have mats. I did not pick a mat for here. Yes, I did. I lie. But I am going to do a magnet now that I have mats to hide it. Okay, so let me go ahead and put that down first. Uh-oh, my cat's coming. Hey, jolly girl. Nobody's going to be able to see. Of course, nobody could probably see anyway because I think I was off camera. Scoot over, boo-boo. Okay. All right. Get off there. Okay, so I have got the magnet there. Can you see? Yeah. And she's blocking the light. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, so we'll take that mat. That one's going there. Whoa! That one's going there. That one's going there. This is going in the back. Okay. And I am going to ink. And I think, is this walnut stain? Yeah. I'm going to use, I'm not sure how much is left of this, but I'm going to try this. Although I think a vintage photo would go really well with this. But it seems like I've used vintage photo a lot, so I'm going to use walnut stain. Okay. I still need to ink that one. Oh, let me grab, oh, I've got one here, I think. I'm looking for a baby wipe. Is that one here? This one here. This one's got a lot of ink on it, but I'll get a new one after. Okay, that is definitely going to make things difficult. Can you guys see? Sorry. I'm hoping that she'll give up and decide she doesn't want to be up here, because if I move her, she will inevitably just turn around and come right back. Now, I am choosing, or trying to choose, at least as far as this collection goes, fairly plain mattes, because I do want to do quite a bit of embellishing. Okay. Cool. There it is. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do after I get this matted is go in with a half circle here. Let's move that. And put that one there. I wonder if I want to do it that way. I think I am, because this is how you're actually going to see it. Okay. Okay, and then we need to put this one down, but this one needs to be inked. Let's do that. So this is, I'm recording this on a weekday. I recorded the first part on the weekend, but it's now the weekend. Excuse me, it's now a weekday. And so I've been working all day. And they do not like it when I sit down and do something else after work, because that means they get less attention. Can't really blame them. I've been busy all day, so. Okay, so that's going to go there, like that. And before I glue that down, I'm going to get a circle punch. Hang on. Try to decide which one I want to use. A little one? I think that one's big enough. Yeah, Yeah, that's bigger than I want. So I'm going to use this 1.5 inch one. I don't know if it's going to work. Okay, that did not want to go. What are you doing in there? Oh, she's getting in the paper bag. Okay. That. Turn this over. And it does not want to go. It is. Okay, well, I'm going to leave it for now so you guys don't have to watch me struggle with it. And I will get back to that. I may just cut it by hand. Okay. Now, on this side, I wanted to show you because I changed something slightly. Although I'm putting it back the way it was. But, so I picked that for the mat. Now, if you recall, let's see, that's going to go there. This was attached, let me get rid of that for now. This was attached here. And I took it off, and now I'm going to put it back. But the reason I took it off, and actually I'm going to put it back differently so I can show you, is if you are going to leave this plain and not matted, what you can do is the tape used to be on this side of the tab. I've moved it and put the tape here on the inside of the tab. And what I'm going to do is tuck this inside the tube and glue it that way. And if you're going to do what my original plan was and not have mats on your background, then you can do it this way and you won't have a visible tab, if that makes sense. So I am going to do that. And it's a little trickier to do it this way. Okay, just like that. Yikes. Yeah, see, it's stuck on me. Okay. There we go. And you want to make sure that you leave that fold in such a way that you can still fold it over. Okay. Now, if you're going to mat it like I am, you don't have to do that. But if you're going to leave it plain, you still don't have to do it if you don't want to, but it'll look nicer, I think, if you do. All right, so I'm just going to leave that to dry for a minute while I do this. Oh, wait, we want to do a magnet. Okay. Got something on there. I don't know what it is. Okay. Put that there. My tape. I'm almost out of this 3/8 tape, but I think I have another roll of it. Hang on. I was not originally going to mat that. It's alright. We'll just pick a plain mat. Okay. go. And this is going to go here. Now, for the most part, I have picked fairly plain mats, not the ones that have a lot on them like this one, because either I'm going to do a lot of embellishing, I mentioned, or because there's spots for photos. And normally, I really don't fuss about that at all. Because for me, I feel like if you want a photo album, just go buy a photo album. I'm making mini albums. They have room for photos, certainly, but they're not designed around photos. However, since, not since I started my channel, but in probably the last year or two, you know, I get a lot of, but where would you put the photos? Where would you put the photos? And so I'm accommodating them more than I used to. And in this case, sort of this album's particularly designed for that. But I still don't do albums where there's like a plain photo mat glued to a page, because I just don't like that. And I feel like it limits where you're going to put your photos. You have to go by that. And I don't care for that. I can't remember which way this goes. Not that way. That way. Okay. But anyway, that's just me. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to put this here just to help me see where this is going to go. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. And I don't think there's anything wrong, obviously, with putting your photos in these albums. That's what they're for most people. I just, like I said, I always had room for them on like inserts and stuff. And I always figured that was a good spot for them. But, you know, everybody's got their own taste. I think part of it is because I just don't ever print pictures. I probably should. I think that's actually upside down, this paper, but I like the way it looks like that. Okay. And then this one is going to go in here like that. Oops. I cannot remember, because it's actually been about 3 days, where I left off in the construction. I have to check. I've got all the pieces cut for all the pages. I just can't remember what I last videoed putting together. I guess I can tell by what has been put together and what hasn't. Oops, put that. Oh, I like that. Okay. Nice. Okay, so that's page 1. I got to figure out what I'm going to do about that little notch that doesn't want to cut. Maybe just don't have a notch. And page 2. Okay, let me look at page 3. So I've got mats figured for it. Okay, so it looks like I had page 3 done, but not page 4. So I'll pull that out. And, oh no, I don't think I didn't do this page, and I didn't show you this page either. Okay, so I need to cut this out. This is it from the 8x8, obviously. And I'm just going to mat the base with this. And then I have this piece, pardon me, which is 6.5. Okay, so we're going to mat that with that. And then this is 6.5, I think. Yeah, 6.5 by 9, folded in half. And we're going to put this down as a card on top of this base, and then I'm going to mat the front of the card. This is left over from the piece we were just used on page 1, and I'm double matting it with another leftover piece like that. And I'm not, well, I'll show you in more detail when I get to it, but so that's what we're doing there. Okay, I will be right back and we will do that. I'm back, and what I did, get these out of the way, sorry. My original thought 2 seconds ago was I was going to do this, which I think would look beautiful. But then I remembered I really wanted to do quite a bit of embellishing, and I think this side will be better. So I'm going to put this side down. I'm not going to glue the card itself down, but I will put these mats on the front because we want to put some things behind this card before we put it down. And I am sorry. I see I have a big sun thing coming across my neck. Hang on. Okay. It's not perfect, but it's better. But I'm just going to end here anyway, so this will only take a minute. Let me do that. Pretty. Okay, so that's going to go like that. And then, like I said, I'm not going to put the card on it yet because I want to put some things behind the card, but I do know this is what I want on the card, so let's go ahead and do that. So here's our card. I'm going to put that, let's see, do I want to do it? No, I want it that way. So I'm dithering. No, I want the green side up. Get that out of the way. That way you can see it. And I'm double matting this because I wanted to use that other scrap that I'm about to put down, and it wasn't big enough. So you could just do this if you want, but I am going to add that. So that's going to go there, just about there. And then, but I'm not putting it down yet. And then on the opposite side, we are going to do an envelope. And this is, I believe, 8 7/8. Yeah, 8 7/8 square. And I've got my envelope punch board, which I strongly recommend. I use it in, for heaven's sakes, Anyway, I use this in almost all of my projects. It's not expensive. If you don't have one, you can, I'm sure, find a template for an envelope or just use a purchased one. I am using the one that says 4.5 by 6.5 A6. So and then that needs to go at 3 3/4 on the punch board. So you just line up the edge with 3 3/4, and then score. My hands are literally shaking. I'm so worried about my cat. Sorry about that. Anyway, and then just score, punch, and then you line up that score line with this point, and score, and punch. Okay, and what I am going to do with this is, let me just put this one back. Oh, I need to punch the top flap. So for the for this part, you just put it in the back and punch. Okay. And I do not like this. I don't know how well you can see it, but this sticks up above here, and I don't like that. So I'm going to cut that off. And the way I'm going to do that is just put my little ruler down and line it up, and grab a pencil. And then I'll just cut that. Okay, so that'll go like that. And then what we're going to do is attach this here, and we're going to use a gusset to do that, or hinge. Now normally I fully mat front and back, but I think in this case we'll mat here, and then I don't know, I haven't decided how I'm going to mat this, honestly. You know what, I'm gonna stop here because I'm afraid if I keep going I'm going to do something I'll regret. And I think this will be a fairly long video. You can get your envelope to the point I've got mine. I'm going to decide what I'll do, and we'll do it next time. So next time we'll figure out what we're going to do with that page, because I literally changed my mind just there while I was looking at it. But I think, because I kind of want it to go like that, whereas normally I do them this way. But if I do that, then I definitely feel like we need to mat that. So that's what we'll do next time. So next time we'll choose mat for here and choose mats for this envelope, and then we'll move on to the next pages. So that is that. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to visit Scrap and Create to get your supplies. There will be a link down below, and a link down below to the cutting guide for this project as well. So I will see you next time. I'll keep going. Bye-bye.